Yeah, yeah. Look, this man right here, Mr. Egg Man, Mr. Milk Dud Man, he a murderer, and they just like he just now realizes he's never going back home. He's going to the big house forever and
4 years
ever
side.
and ever.
You down my DNA. Go there. Here you go. Here. Hold on. Whatever you need, man. I know I ain't did no murder.
So understand that the reason you're here, somebody passed last night. I don't know what time. Somebody gave us your name, or somebody who may have information. All right?
Who passed?
We'll get into this in a moment. Let me ask you a few questions first. First, they consider homeless currently?
At the moment, yeah. At the moment, yeah. But, as murdering somebody, no. I'd never do that.
After Abraham was evicted from the home, John put a restraining order on him because he would not stop harassing him and the two females he lived with.
What was your relationship like with everybody in the home?
I want to say it was, everybody had a good relationship. Everybody used to dope, everybody used to play. Dope when the judge say stay 500 feet away. I stay 500 feet away. I ain't been over there. I ain't seen.
That was my next question. When's the last time you were over there?
I ain't been over there.
Last night?
Haven't been over there.
John's middle name was Randall, so he went by the nickname Randy. Detectives let Abraham know that Randy was murdered so they can see how he reacts. Get ready for some of the worst acting you've ever seen.
Somebody killed Randy last night on the front step of his house. And you are the only one with a restraining order. Now you can see why you're here.
Oh, man, that's crazy, man.
So, with that being said, to clarify a few things, you told us that's why.
Oh,
If you didn't do anything, there's nothing to worry about. Understand when I ask you the next question, okay? If you did do something,
man, I ain't did nothing.
now would be the opportunity
I ain't did nothing. Man, I swear to you.
that you would have done something to him.
I don't know, man. I just told you. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Would you be willing to submit to a polygraph examination?
I don't care, man. Because I know I ain't come back here and I know I ain't killed nobody.
The detectives decide to shift their focus to another suspect for the moment, but they will circle back to Abraham later. In a separate room, Dante Slash, who is a homeless man who describes himself as an MMA fighter, waits to be interviewed.
I'm interested. So you know we're homicide detectives.
Yes.
Someone lost their life. Someone lost their life.
Yes.
Okay. And it's our duty to investigate that and get to the bottom of it. And obviously you're down here for a reason. Okay. I want to talk to you about last night, where you were at, what you did.
I'll say
With the understanding that we've already talked to other people.
that's
All
cool.
right. It's going to lie to me.
I'm still going to tell you what I told everybody because it's the truth.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you about anything. I'm going to tell you exactly what I told everybody
That's
else.
all I can ask for.
So, what would you like to start?
So, I want to give you every opportunity, like you said, you want to be honest with us, okay? Understand you're one of the last people we talked to, so I think at this point, the story's pretty much been told. Okay, you kind of know what happened already. You were told to do something, and do what you were told. I know you're not a shot caller, and then you did what you were told. I already know what happened. You were manipulated by a vendor, for one. I'll make you
Suspended?
yeah. How'd you get the color in your hand? I'll tell you from the dog.
Here's the deal. I got to go talk to the court. Okay? I can say he was cooperative. He told me this. So be honest. Tell us what happened. We can get this behind us. Y'all do realize I do walk these streets every day, and you label me as a rat or is snitching any type of way, I could be the next person to end up in y'all's homicide cases, right?
We're telling you that we can provide security, we can provide you protection.
If I do help y'all out, the most I'm a f***ing ghost. That's all I want. I'm a ghost. I ain't tell y'all shit. Y'all found out yourselves. That is the only offer I'm giving y'all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's hear what you got to say, and I can have a prosecutor over here afterwards to
Dante makes it very clear that he is hesitant to talk. His biggest concern is being labeled a snitch. He says he will only cooperate if he is guaranteed some form of protection. The detectives know they can't make that kind of promise, so instead, one of them makes a careful offer. Once the interview is over, they can bring in a prosecutor to discuss his situation and see if anything can be worked out.
Crazy part is this why the police, this why people say the police live in a whole different reality. He don't get the luxury of going home to them places that y'all do. He don't even got a gun. He don't get that luxury. When he say labeled as a snitch, I don't think y'all understand. It ain't just because he's snitching on this dude. When you get labeled as a snitch, everybody look at you bad. And as messed up as that sound, if you a homeless person or you on the streets and you outside, as soon as you labeled as a snitch, nobody gonna like you, and most likely you gonna end up dead. Cause that's how it go. It just these police don't live in that reality. That's why he said he want to be a ghost. If I tell y'all something, you gotta say you found this out on your own. Because if it come back to me, I'm gonna be the next homicide case. Because you gotta think about this. People in the like the crazy environments they at, they don't think like a normal person. They'll get caught. They'll get caught from doing it. Look, they'll do the same thing every day. Go to the same corner store, get caught, and then be like, somebody told on me. And then if it's a rat around them or a rat in the hood, or they find out, they're gonna assume it was him. Now, look at he the next homicide case.
Nobody's recording this shit, right? It's just your ears and everybody. You know money? Cause I ain't doing shit for free. My life ain't worth that. Cause like, we'll discuss it. Cause it's fun. With all things considered, I'm homeless. First record of music to my ears. So, he comes in the next day. We need to do this. I'm like, alright, when? He gets up at 3, goes to work. Then shit hits a fan, and I'm staring at you now. I'm telling you that. I'm just saying. I'm literally risking my life telling you this shit. Don't make me regret this.
Dante tells the detectives that the plan was to kill the bus driver, but it didn't start with him. It was Abraham's idea. In exchange for his help, Dante says he was promised money. He goes on to implicate Terrell Glick, claiming that he too had been recruited to take part in the murder. Armed with this new information, detectives decide to circle back and question Abraham once more before interrogating Terrell.
We've already interviewed everybody involved in this piece here. We now know what happened. That's why I was back in here and talk to you. Yeah, give you the opportunity to be more forthcoming and be honest with us.
Like what?
Well, that's what we're here asking you. Like what?
I was in.
We know you were.
I was in London.
What happened before that?
Don't leave.
Do what?
Like, I feel like that.
I'm telling you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're gonna charge you with murder.
How you gonna charge me with murder when they ain't did nothing?
Okay, well you did something. That's why you're still here.
Man, how you gonna charge
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah. Guilty people always repeat.
I don't know nothing about no $1,000. I don't know nothing about none of that.
And it's crazy. Meet them out in the park. That's where he wants a job.
I ain't said nothing like that. Nothing like that. So I don't know how people gonna sit here and lie on me.
We understand. We talked
These two dudes didn't pick this guy out of the sky. They knew everything about him. They knew when he went to work.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Understand what we charged with murder. You don't have to be the actual sword. Good, so you.
But I ain't did nothing, man. I ain't said nothing to nobody.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit here and say I believe that you actually killed somebody. But do I believe that you manipulated 2 young boys to kill somebody? You were upset with Randy to make a move on a woman.
No, I wasn't. Why would I be mad at him when I'm messing with Tina?
That's what we're talking about, Tina.
How y'all gonna charge me with something when I ain't even did shit? Okay.
And he told everything.
Okay, well, okay, can they prove what I told them I was gonna pay them? Where the proof at?
There is no proof.
Show me where the proof at.
Here he said.
Shit.
That's why he's pissed, because he didn't get paid. You didn't pay him the $500 you promised him. He ratted you out so quick it wasn't funny once he found out you were a offender. He was pissed that he got played.
If I want somebody to do something for me, I know people, but I ain't got to go helping people do it. If I want to do something, I do it myself. Yeah.
You lay out the scenario how it would be, or?
No, I'm just saying, if I want to do something, I do it myself. I ain't have them do nothing. They did stuff on their own.
They chose to, though.
You know, how can you come in here?
Because they're young, hungry, and homeless. I thought that you could provide them with some security and safety. That's what they thought.
The only thing I told them is that I can help them get to where they need to be. I ain't tell them to go out and do nothing. They did shit on their own. So don't sit here and try to frame me and railroad me and some shit.
I'm not trying to railroad you at all. I'm just telling you what they said.
I mean, you gotta understand, these boys showed up at this house to do this job, as they described it, at exactly the right time.
Abraham begins to realize that he may be facing a murder charge, so he crafts a narrative. He claims that he mentioned his conflict with the victim to the two homeless men, but only in the context that he intended to handle it himself.
They came to me, and they was asking me stuff. And I just told them, I was like, y'all just need to leave yourself alone. I take care of my own business. I don't need people in my business.
I mean, at the end of the day, here's the problem. These kids are 19 years old. They don't know nothing about loyalty like you do. I mean, you know how it is now, but looking back when you're 19 years old, these kids are impressionable.
They gotta look at it at our perspective. You got beef with the guy.
I ain't got no beef with him. I ain't got no beef with nobody. The only beef I got is with blood.
Here's the bottom line. We got 3 witnesses that have the same story. They didn't get to talk to each other.
Okay.
So
Only be, is you trying to be a gangbanger, you homeless? This what gangbanging get you. This what gangbanging get you in life. Homeless. This, oh God, now that I think about it, some of the most homeless people I ever met in my life was in gangs and claim gangs. Blood, Crip, this, that. GD, BD, all this. Yeah, man. Some of the most homeless people I ever seen in my life. For real. Y'all wonder why y'all don't get ahead in life. You trying to put information, y'all want to do all this gang information to put that in y'all brain instead of storing something useful. Y'all rather say gang this, gang that, this and that. Y'all can speak hood politics, but you can't learn nothing else. That's the equivalent to the person who don't know nothing in life but can tell you where every hood at in the city. Who cares? Like y'all, man. People brain.
Well, there's 3 people here now. 2 guys that did it, and Tina.
I don't know how you gonna sit there and say
They were pretty descriptive too, except for the one dude, the army guy.
Yeah.
He only knew part of it. He was only getting $100 out of this whole deal.
I don't even know where that come from.
Well, they say it came from you.
It didn't come from me.
You can keep saying all you want, but it's all on video. He even went as far as telling how many times he said go.
He even told us that there was a certain method or a request made by you of how it should look at the end to make it look like it was done by a certain gang.
No. See, it ain't even come from me. That didn't even come from me. I didn't have no beef with nobody. The only beef I got is for blood. That's the only beef I got.
Okay. Well, how did you become across one of them? I mean, is it hands-on? Is it green light every time?
You come across the blood, that's what it is.
Now, if you did tell him to do this and you didn't mean for him to carry it out, that's different. But like I said, we have too much evidence that just points to you. Hey, there's like dollar amounts, and they both said the dollar amounts, where they were going to go to California, that you were going to get them there, took them to West Virginia, you name it. All right, so you don't know nothing about nothing. Is that what you're telling us?
That's it, man. If I wanted to do something to Randy, I would have done it myself. I mean, why would I need somebody to do?
Because you had to be out in London, you have an alibi while somebody else did your dirty work.
I mean, is it possible that...
I don't think you had the guts to do it, honestly.
Me? That's what you think.
Reverse psychology, boy. Reverse psychology. Did you really just try to brag on that?
Me? That's what you think.
Brain
Abraham
over with.
ends the interview, but not before making sure the detectives know that he is very capable of committing murder. Now there is only one person left to interrogate. Terriel has already confessed to everything when he was initially arrested, so now the detectives just need him to go over everything again, this time on camera. The first thing they ask him is what he thinks is about to happen.
Probably gonna get locked up, maybe for life. I've never had life easy, yeah, so I lived a hard life. I stuck by Tay because he stuck by me. He was one of the first people that actually cared about me.
Okay.
So I've already been through hell and back. I had a fight to even get into the military. Everybody doubted me. I had to fight for everything in my life. So at this point, I've lived life as much as I could. I proved everybody wrong once. I'm at peace with life. You come to terms with things, you know. You live enough, through enough, you see enough. I've lost a lot of my friends to some bullshit. I've seen enough death. You know, it's just...
Okay, we gotta go back to that day, or last night, this morning. You had to hit him with a machete.
I didn't.
He's got a cut from here to here.
I guarantee you. If you find a machete like this behind the fence, you won't find any blood on it. There's
He's
nothing.
got a cut on his leg about that long.
I don't even know how he ended up on the ground. I promise you didn't hit him with a machete.
Well,
You can check the thing for blood. Like, I just want to have no reason.
not that your boy, your buddy, Tay.
Dante, yes.
Not that Tay was trying to rat you out. I think he inadvertently kind of told us that you didn't stab somebody along with him. Okay, so he told us, but yeah, I stabbed him and my guy stabbed him as well.
I guarantee you, you can check that machete. I didn't get the chance to because, look, the thing was, I was supposed to flash a flashlight, stun him. He was supposed to, like, his back of his neck, which he never got to, and then I was supposed to just make it look like a different gang-related incident. But he tried to run, bang on the door, and Tay ended up stabbing the shit out of him and said, let's dip, before I even had the chance to do anything because the flashlight didn't turn on, I had gloves on. And like I was already spooked, so you know I kind of f***ed it up. I didn't have the chance to.
Unfortunately, we left their DNA there. But we talked to LA again, and I know that you're aware that was kind of part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to vouch for you guys out there. He's in the Crips, right?
He said some gang. I don't know what gang.
He's going to expose you guys to the lifestyle out there that you're interested in learning about.
So before you judge people, I know, look, it's murder, it's bad, yes. But the way I look at things is like how in the military, we go over to countries, and it's like half these countries, they're fighting, we tell you they're not terrorists. They're just defending their own home.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are bad, some of them aren't, and we kill them just the same. People out here, I mean, hell, we didn't know enough about LA. We were misled. And LA said that he was trying to force himself upon some special ed person. So at that point, he's not an innocent person. He's just some dude who's bag trying to do something and the court didn't do anything. So I'm like, Tay, if you want to do this, I'm with you.
Sure.
Because Tay's my friend. He's looked out for me. You know, and Tay just, we've never really had good lives. We find happiness in the wrong places. Me, I found Tay, look, he looks out for me. He's more family than I've ever had. That's why I stuck with him.
It's a sad story.
It's a sad story.
I really do. I mean,
I'm not trying to appeal to you. Like, I've already accepted my hand. I'm just letting you know.
I understand that. And listen to me. I'm telling you that it's sad because I really do feel for you people.
You're just doing your job, I respect.
But no, I'm also human. And these cases, they weigh on us as well. You know?
Well, hey, look, you see how I'm okay? Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll get through it.
You'll sleep at night. You'll just
I have another one tomorrow to deal with, probably.
Well, like I said, it's just you learn how to accept things.
Yeah.
You go through enough shit in life and just trauma. You go through enough that you learn how to accept things for what it is. So
even though you didn't get the opportunity to do what your assignment was, so to speak.
I was supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, how did that make you feel knowing that you were going to do it for somebody? Was you pretty just numb to it? Or?
So honestly, did I like the idea of it? No, it all screams bad idea. I mean, I'm not stupid. I do stupid things because my best quality and my worst quality is maybe like Shakespeare, you know, the hero has a fatal flaw. I care. I care about my people to the point where I'll do shit for them even if it gets me up. So, I mean, the best thing is I care about people, but it's also the worst thing. I don't know where to cut it off. I still don't know what the dude looks like. I still don't know his name. Like I said, I had my glasses. It was dark. It kind of just happened fast, and I was like already kind of like how I was shaking earlier. Yeah. I was terrified, but like, it's just loyalty to me.
Well, at the end of the day, it's blatantly obvious from both you and Tay that you care for each other. I don't want you to look at it as if you're writing on him and he's very.
Yeah, he just went and got some people who was just down on their luck in life and just went through the most. He really just went and got some people who was already going through a lot in life to try to help him. And I guess he thought he was going to be able to get away with it, and he had the perfect plan. But not only did they go there and leave their DNA, but the plan was unnecessary. And it was just jealousy. All them plans come off jealousy. I could tell by the way the first dude was, you were jealous. You was jealous of them. You got mad. You just sat up every day, was an angry person, and that's how I go. That's usually how I go. People just be having bad days, just be angry people. I don't know, man. I feel like he just manipulated them and they fell for it, so now they are going down.
Aware that you were both, it appears to us, that manipulated by a manipulator. So
They all make mistakes, yeah. Just some worse than others.
yeah.
I'm getting locked up, so getting locked up. And honestly, it's like, oh, what? I get unlocked up just to be out on the streets is nothing. So, I mean,
Yeah.
really, the longer I'm locked up, the longer
I've had
it
people come in here and
gets.
say, listen, I did it. I'm confessing because I'm hungry. I want to sleep. And I can go to jail and get food for free medical care. That's just the mindset of some people. They just don't care.
It's not that I don't care, it's that, like, caring wouldn't really help at this point. It's logic.
Yeah. So,
When you take out the emotion out of things, it's just kind of, you just exist, almost robotic, but hell, makes things easier. Obviously, I'm unfazed when I should be. I mean, this is pretty, like, my life's kind of now, but
yeah. Was there a deal made to where this is almost like kind of an initiation for you guys?
I mean, he said something like that, but he already said, he's like, oh, you were already in part of this. He's like, because you're cool and you know you look out for me, and then.
He suggested something about, I mean, he is hardcore crip, and it's open season on any blood, he says. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, Tay said that?
No. All right.
Okay, Tay
Now,
said.
wait a minute. It's now both wearing red Chicago Bulls shirts.
Oh no, actually, this was Pay shirt, and I kind of took it from him like a while back, and I liked it. So I'm like, I'm not wearing that shirt.
LA gave me the impression that anybody who wouldn't be wearing that collar is a bull, you know? Open season. So.
No, I just liked it because I thought this was cool, and I liked the little hoods of the shirts.
All righty, well, I appreciate your cooperation. Like I said, it can only benefit you from here on out to cooperate with the court process.
Well, look, there is no really beneficial, and nothing that happens from here on out is beneficial to me.
Well,
Less doesn't make it better.
yeah. I mean, obviously, we have different sentencing guidelines, you know, ranging anywhere from whatever to death. And it is what you make of it from here on out, okay? So take your attorney's advice, and I'm sure you'll see me again across the street in court.
In the end, all three men were convicted of charges related to the murder. Dante received 25 to life, and both Abraham and Terriel received 15 to life in prison. What are your thoughts on this case? Should they have received more or less time? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah. Shit, there's a bunch of people down on their luck and had somebody make up a plan, make up a false reality, and they tried to go with it. Yeah, you gotta watch out for people like him. People like him you could tell when he got up and like, oh my gosh, oh Lord, man, I wasn't going for none of that. You can't fool nobody like me. You gotta be a complete fool to believe this man. Yeah, Dr. Eggman right here, I don't know what he went through in life or why. It was jealousy. I ain't gonna even say what he went through in life. All this point to one thing. Fairly Odd Parents. No, I'm just playing. But it was jealousy though. It was just jealousy. Like, it don't make sense to me. Y'all do all this, you already homeless. Well, nah, it makes sense now. You already homeless. Then they kick you out. Well, I mean, you had a little place to stay. They kick you out, you homeless. Yeah, you ain't got nothing. Yeah. Usually that's when people crash out for that free meal. Like dude said, I'm completely unfazed. I've been living his life. He not phased. Why? He know he finna go do his time. He finna man, he finna do his time. He finna eat good. He finna do what he gotta do. Hey, I don't know. It's crazy that somebody had to die through all this, but this this one the messed up. Just you can't help people. Y'all don't understand. You help. If you would just told that person no, I don't like whenever I see a person who not on their stuff in life, I'm not finna help you. Why would I help somebody who don't want it? That's how y'all literally get injured in life. You helping somebody who don't want help. They don't want no help. Like for real, they don't want help. You can't sit right here and look, if I'm around somebody and they don't want to work or do nothing, I'm talking about not even go to work for 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, and they just want to sit down and do nothing and be a bum, I can't be around you. I can't be around you. Y'all need to stop helping people like that. People out here straight living life on easy mode because y'all are doing everything for them. Some people are literally grown as hell, 30, 40, 50 years old and never paid a bill. Don't even know how to pay one. Don't even know the website. Don't even know the phone number. Like, y'all don't understand that. Because y'all, it's people out here who just do everything for them. Y'all doing everything for them. Like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing. You're doing the wrong thing. You're a terrible person. If you're going to keep helping somebody who don't want to be helped, you're going to die. I'm sorry to tell you. They going to kill you. Because as soon as you finally get fed up and stop helping them, they're going to feel like you changed on them and you turned on them. They're going to feel like you really turned your back on them and you said this and that. You got to remember, if somebody already living like that, they can't think normal logic. You're trying to speak logic to a person who don't know what logic is. Yeah, you trying to speak common sense to a person who never witnessed common sense. And everybody's brain don't develop. Sometimes you need, look, the world right now has so much going on to the point where people don't get enough time for their brain to develop. Y'all wonder why life was so easy in the 90s and then the early 2000s and then by 2008, 9, 10, everything just started speeding up and getting weird. That because before then, everybody could sit down and think. Everybody could sit down and process the days. They can live the American dream. You can't do that no more. You can't go to work for a week and a half and pay all your bills and still have a week and a half worth of stuff left. So if you really wanted to, you can just work as hard as you can and pay all your bills for months at a time. You can't do that no more. They don't want you doing that. They hate that you even attempt to even try. That's why I keep telling y'all, the food that y'all eat is made to make you be like, oh, I'm going to go lay down. And then you go lay down for an hour, 2 hours. That's all they need. Because say if you wanted to pick up a second job, you're not going to want to pick up that second job after that. You don't. So, and that's the key to, I ain't gonna say it's the key, but you picking up another hobby. It ain't about you just having a second job. It's about you having another hobby. Watching TV and sitting on your phone scrolling, pretending you better than somebody else because you went to work is not good. You're failing. I don't care how much money you think you make at your job. If you're going to work every day and working a job and then coming home and just scrolling on your phone and watching TV because you feel like you deserve a break, you're going to be, that's why you at work every day. That's why you're going to be at work every day for the rest of your life. That's why. Because you're not using your free time to your advantage. You went and work for a company, but you ain't do nothing for yourself. And I don't want to hear people being like this and that. I remember I worked 17 hours and I still came back and hopped on YouTube for 2 hours, went to sleep, got up 3 hours later. Okay. And had to be right back at work. That's after working 2 jobs. I still hopped on live because it's not an excuse. You gonna either keep going to work forever and not work for yourself, or you gonna figure out a talent that you have on the side by putting your phone down and stop eating all this BS food that's making you tired. Because one thing I noticed is when I was broke and I couldn't eat, I had more energy than everybody. I'm looking at everybody else. I'm finna go lay down, and it kind of made me mad. It made me mad because why are you going to lay down, bro? It's 4 o'clock. Why are you tired? Yeah, this food, they rubbing their stomach, smiling. That's not good that you are eating and going to bed. That's not good. And y'all wonder why life ain't going right? look, man, y'all better start learning and paying attention to this stuff. The reason why you ain't where you want to be at in life is because you go to work, you come back home and sit on your phone and watch TV and do stuff like that. You ain't on your phone trying to make no money and do this or that. You just doing it just because you're on Instagram. You just scrolling through even shorts. You scrolling through shorts all day. You think I scroll through shorts all day? I make shorts. I make a lot of shorts. You think I scroll through shorts all day? I have my moments where I'm looking through, but a lot of times I'm looking through for inspiration. Be like, oh yeah, okay, I like, okay, this and that. I look at 100 videos and make my own, like my own caption style. All is based off 100 videos I watch. So I'm doing this to better myself. I'm not just doing this for the entertainment of it. If I watch something on YouTube and all that, it needs to be something educational, something that I can learn off of. Not for entertainment. I don't care about laughing every day. That's what people problem is. When you sit right here and laugh all day, every day, it make you just be like, oh, this is what life's supposed to be like. And you just forget everybody just laughing at you. Like they laughing at you because you're finna go to work right tomorrow. You remember when all your friends went out and you had to stay home? It just feel terrible, doesn't it? Like, you remember your family came into town and you had to go to work. It feel terrible, doesn't it? Because people don't like to work for themselves. They'll work for everybody else, though. Hit that like and subscribe button and quit helping everybody.